Hey, let's stretch for 15 minutes starting right now. What's up? I am Preston. Welcome to 15 minutes of stretching. Let's get right into it, shall we? All you'll need is a mat, maybe some water. Let's do a high cobra. So we start on all fours. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Drop your pelvis down. Push your pelvis towards the mat. Squeeze your butt. Exhale. Look up. Shoulders down and back. And maybe lower yourself to the mat. Hands next to your chest. Inhale down here, then exhale, push up once again to a high cobra, squeezing that butt. Looking up. Let's do one more where we come down to the mat. Inhale. Then exhale on the way up, squeezing the butt. Stretching out your abs, shoulders down and back. Nice work. Let's do a pigeon pose. Let's come to a quick plank. Take your right knee, drive it in between your wrists. Move that left leg back as far as you can. Top of the left foot on the mat. Maybe lower yourself down, resting your torso on your right thigh. Pigeon pose for the right side. We'll do the left side here in a few seconds. All right, let's come back to plank, switch legs. Left knee drives in between the wrists. Right leg shoots back. Lower your torso on top of that leg. Hope you're having a great day today. Thank you for taking the time out to stretch with me. It's so good for your body. Cossack stretch up next. First, I like to start this doing some small side lunges. I know you can't see the top half of me, but that's okay. So you step out, lunge side to side, and then when you get a little warm, you can sit your hip back, lower your torso, flex one heel up to the sky, one foot up to the sky as the other one stays completely on the mat. And you shift your weight side to side, shifting that hip back. Let me show you from the side view here. So I shift my hip back as I sit back, lowering my torso, my butt, keeping that opposite foot completely on the mat, and the other one, toes pointed up to the sky. Downward facing dog. We could walk out to a plank from here. Lift your hips up to the sky. From here you have a few options. One is to pedal your feet out if you want, or you can lift your heels way up, press your heels close to the mat. Your ears are next to your biceps. Maybe you're pedaling your feet out. Another option is to twist your torso side to side. Just enjoying this moment. Stretching out those tight muscles, those tight calves. Do whatever you want here. Just keep your hips lifted up. Nice work. Hamstring stretch up now. Let's do a forward fold to stretch out our hamstrings. That's the best. To get both of them at the same time while seated, so legs are nice and straight. Sitting up nice and tall. Arms up to the sky. Then hinge at the hips as you exhale. Belly button back. And then let your body fold forward. Hang over your legs, maybe grab somewhere along your feet or your shins or your knees. You should feel a nice stretch in the backs of your legs, maybe down your legs. You should feel a stretch though, no pain, no numbness or tingling. If you feel that, don't do this. You notice come off of it, sit up nice and tall to reset as well. Runner's lunge. We'll do both sides. So let's come to half kneeling, left knee forward, right knee behind you. Shift that right leg back so it's straight. From here, you're in your runner's lunge. You can move your foot out to the side. You can lower your forearms to the mat, maybe turn your foot out even more. Lower that torso. Get deeper into that runner's lunge. And then let's switch legs. Right knee on the mat, left leg back. Runner's lunge option 1. Option 2, move your right foot out, turn your right foot out, then lower your forearms and that back knee to the mat. Great work. Quad stretch. Let's sit on our heels, nice and tall, then walk your hands back behind your hips. As you lean back, looking up, you should feel a nice stretch through the tops of your thighs. Those are your quads. Just lean back, maybe bend your elbows to get even further back until you feel that nice stretch through the tops of your thighs. And just hold that. Maybe come off of it. Take a breath, come back into it. Keep it going, great work. And next stretch, hip flexor stretch. One of my favorites, one of my most needed. I like doing it in the Frogger position. So you start with your knees apart. Either keep your feet together behind you or turn them parallel to each other. For me, parallel feels much more of a stretch for me. And then you just kind of rock your weight forward and backward. The backward part towards my heels is what really gets me. I feel a nice stretch in my hips, my inner thighs. Show you from the side view. Legs are nice and wide. Legs are parallel. Hands are forward. And you just shift your weight forward and back. I do this one every morning. Help open up my hips a little bit. All right, tricep stretch. Let's come to seated, however you like. I like cross-legged. Right hand behind the neck. Left hand grabs the right elbow. Push your head back into that forearm. Maybe lean back a little bit. Stretch, tricep stretch on the right there. Nice work. Let's switch. Left hand behind the neck. Right hand grabs the left elbow. As we stretch out that left tricep, maybe place that head into your forearm, push back a little bit. Great work. 5 more seconds here and then we'll move on to a figure 4 stretch. Nice work. Figure 4 stretch. We'll do that lying down. So lie down, bring your legs into tabletop, take your right ankle over your left knee, grab behind your left thigh, pull in that left leg with your hands. Excuse me. Maybe rock side to side. You should feel the stretch all through your right hip, your right glute, piriformis perhaps. And then let's switch legs back to tabletop and left ankle over right knee. Grab behind the right thigh, pull your right thigh in towards your chest. Maybe rock side to side. You should feel this all up in the left side. I love this one as well. Figure 4 stretch. Next stretch, let's sit up. Nice and tall. Take your left hand outside of the right temple, gently pull over to the left. Extend the right arm out long. Circle the wrist in one direction. Nice neck stretch. Circle in the other direction. And then let's switch right hand on the left side of the temple. Gently pull over to the right. Extend the left arm, circle in one direction. And then circle in the other direction. Nice work. Gonna grab some water here. Chest stretch now. So you lean back, hands behind your waist quite a bit. First, roll your shoulders forwards so you're kind of hunched, and then exhale. Open your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up for the chest stretch, seated chest stretch. You can look around, you can move your hands further back, you can retract your shoulder blades even further. Play around with your hand position to see what, see where you can get the biggest stretch across your chest. 7 more seconds. One problem with this white carpet is it creates so much fuzz that I just breathe in and start coughing. Forearm stretch. Come to seated. Extend both palms up to the sky. Take your left hand, grab your right fingers, gently pull back on your right, stretching out the bottom of the forearm. And then flip it on over. Same hand, same arm, just palm facing a different direction. So my palm is facing down towards my body. Let's switch. Palms both facing up. Right hand grabs the left. Fingers gently pull back on the left fingers, stretching out the bottom of the left forearm, then flip over the palm and pull those same fingers towards you. Seated side body stretch up now. From the same position, reach your arms up to the sky. Then let your left hand fall to the mat. Then your left forearm, elbow, and then lean over to the left as you look up towards your right hand. Remember, you can do any of these stretches longer if you want. You can pause the video, you can rewind it, whatever you want to do. Keep your right hip on the mat. All right, let's do the other side. Come back up to seated. Arms up to the sky, right hand, right forearm, right elbow, leaning over to the right. Look up at your left hand. Seated side body stretch for the left side. Keep that left hip on the mat. Very good. Two, one. Nice work. Last but not least, butterfly stretch. So from the cross-legged position, uncross your feet. Place the soles of your feet together. Sit up nice and tall. Shoulders down and back. Walk your hands towards your toes. Retract your shoulder blades. Keep that nice flat back as you hinge forward on your exhale. Remember, you're hinging at your hips, so you're not just letting your body slump forward. I'll show you from the side view. My range of motion is not so great in this one because of my stiff, immobile hips. Also my tight inner thighs. Definitely my inner thighs today. Alright, that was 15 minutes of stretching. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad you took the time out for your body. We are live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We do a different style of exercise. If you like the video, please watch one of the hundreds of other videos on the channel. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Bye now.